not normal.
You're getting it. That's a signal. That's like Morse code.
It does. It seems like a communicational thing.
Yes, it is. It's communication. It's like Morse code. Around the rock. So, and David Garcia is the only one that got them because I had my camera, everybody had their camera, but David was the only one.
And speak with you again, therefore we say to you, go forward and go forward.
Well, we're heading to Giant Rock, California. It's not that far from Joshua Tree, where we've been staying for the last week on our expedition. And we're on a little bit of a tour. It's a private tour. And we're going to be doing a sky watch at the rock. There's a lot of history behind the rock. Back in the 60s, there was hundreds, if not thousands, of people that would go to the rock and literally make contact with ETs. So we've received a whole bunch of history from Paola Harris this afternoon. And she's telling us all about the different people that were involved back in the 60s and so on. And so for her, this is a bit of a tribute to all of that went on. And she's basically saying we're going to re-invite the ETs back because there was a lot of things happening in the 60s, and it seemed that the ETs left, whether they got fed up with the human beings or not. But, once again, the Earth is in a lot of trouble, and we need a little bit of help from our friends. So we're going to go back there tonight. We're on our way, and we're going to do a meditation. We're going to do a sky watch. And we'd actually like to have contact at this famous rock, Giant Rock.
I'm back at Giant Rock with a group of people, and it's been a dream for me because it's kind of going back to the future. I've done all the research for many years. I was here in 2014 with an expedition. Now I'm here with the Canadians, and here we are. Rob, here, come. What impression do you have of history? This is the history. There are 15,000 people here.
It's amazing. The size of that rock is just mind-blowing.
They lived underneath that rock. That's where Van
There was a house underneath?
Yeah, that's where the spaceman went to talk to him. He was under there with his family.
What happened to the house?
You'll see as she goes around.
Oh, okay.
Because they lived there, and the landing strip is right there, right in front of you. So the thing landed on that landing strip. She'll show you all the great contactees, Adamski, Orfeo Ancelucci, Daniel Fry, Bethune, and Howard Manager from New Jersey. They would all come here because the Space Brother movement really started here.
So we're there, and it looks like these huge, and we're like, okay, they can't be spotlights from a car because it's from that angle. We're looking at the sky.
We're looking over the mountain.
And they're in a shape like this, and he's a photographer, and so we're like, we want to run to the top of our mountain to get a better look. And you're just in this moment where you're frozen. So I yell at him to get his camera, and he didn't want to take his eyes off it. So
it was cool. Why would I want to stop watching the sky being lit up?
It's not lit up.
There's no moon.
So did you see an object?
The only thing we saw was the three orbs. I saw 3, she saw 6, but the only thing was in the center of it.
I think I saw like 3 lines like this. It almost looks like a traffic signal. But they were separate. They were separate.
What they do?
They just popped up. It looked like for a second like a rocket was launching, and they go up and then they stop. Now, from our perspective, it's like this far above the mountain, but that would have had to be at least 50 to 100 feet above the mountain. And they stopped and they stay still, and then after they stay still for a minute, we go, all right, time to get the camera. I get the camera, and we can still see it glowing, but as soon as I take my eyes off, it goes away.
This was the area that went downstairs, and if you even look here, you can see the holes that the door and the different parts of his housing. How you would go in, this extended out, and you would walk in, walk down, and walk down underneath the rock and go down underneath into there. Now from that, if you also notice, there is a, I don't have it on this one, but there is a little wall that comes around. This wall extended out over here, and it came out and around, and there was actually, as you could see, there was bougainvilleas, and there was little trees, and there were different things that actually grew around this particular area. So this is the side that people went in and under as they were out here. This is also the area, there was a little picnic table that used to be out here. You see this little house here, this little round house, that there, that used to be back there, right in here. See that? That little round house? That used to be back there.
It's just the best. I love it. The wind's a little heavy right now. I gotta really hold on to my tripod. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Wow. Oh, I love it. That jazzes me up. That was crazy that we just got some serious interference. And the static's gone. That's the same static's gone. That's the same tone that. Okay. Pause. I'm gonna hold it in my hand by the clip. The camera wasn't on before when it was sitting on the chair. No. Okay, I'm gonna set it back on the chair then. I'm gonna turn my camera off again. John, pointing where?
Behind us, just in the back here. It's got some substance to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I just over there said through the radio some pretty incredible loving things. And then I set it down on the chair. That's not normal, Miss Harris.
That's a signal. That's like Morse code.
It does. It seems like a communicational thing.
Yes, it is. It's a communication. It's like Morse code.
Oh, like Morse code, yeah. I like it. Like a form of communication. I'm not touching nothing.
Maybe it's going once. Even the screen is full.
As soon as you turn your camera on, it'll shut off. Faster, faster, and faster, and faster, and faster, and faster.
Even the screen's changing color.
That's a heart. I see a heart.
Did you have it in slow motion?
No. Is it supposed to do that?
It's like a heartbeat.
It's like a heartbeat. Yeah, that's how I'm taking
You
a
should
video.
be hearing the not that.
That's a point.
Well, that's what came out on the video of your.
That's why I thought it might have been in slow mo.
That's a radio, but look at the heartbeat. Maybe that's what they want you to see. That's why it's slow. Do you understand? That's
It's
the
coming
heartbeat.
through like a heartbeat.
Yes.
You should be hearing the
That's a heart that keeps beating. You did the heart chakra thing. You hear it in the background. It's getting stronger.
Charles, in the 1950s, 1953, they were using shortwave radios. They were using ham radios, and they were using crystal radios to communicate with the beings. And the beings were actually talking through on these frequencies until they were shut down by the FBI. So the idea that they would absolutely use electronics in the beginning and then they use channeling after is amazing. But look at this. What happened last night here?
So that's my radio. That's a ham radio, and I've never, ever seen that. Ever. I mean, this could pick up different signals from satellites and whatnot, but I've heard those before using that.
And it doesn't sound like
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen the radio react like that with the LED flashing on and off like that. I've never seen that on my radio.
And it's stopping?
That is,
Flash bulb.
yeah, that's very odd. I've never
And when he
seen
said
that.
flash bulb, there was a sighting, a flash in the sky. Now listen. Duh. It goes slow.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's going slow.
See, it's not Morse code or anything like that. That's man-made, because that's pretty distinct. You know what it sounds like. I know what it sounds like. This is something I've not heard at all on that radio, and that's a ham radio.
Okay. So it's maybe a communication way, if you can't do it right, and we're in the right place at the right time, and the man that has it in his hand is the one that did the spiritual meditation asking for intervention.
Well, that's interesting.
And this is the answer. It's like phone home ET. ET phone home.
And then, you know what's interesting is that's my frequency up in Canada that I use. It's an actual frequency line that I talk on. I couldn't use it here. That's why it's empty. And now there's something coming through on that frequency that I've never heard before.
In other words, you couldn't use this frequency
Here.
here,
Yeah.
but somebody could use it.
Oh, absolutely. It's an open frequency.